It's the green screen again. There I am. Right. So, like I've said on the other one, and hello everyone. Um, Chiron is conjunct Venus, planet of love, and Eris, which is the one about depends which way you want to look at it. It's basically she wasn't invited to the wedding, so she turned up anyway and kicks up a fuss. But really, it's when you look at it, it's about not liking bullying and stuff like that. That's a bit of a simplified way, but I'm quite tired to explain it. So, we've got excuses. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work. So, because I wasn't really homing in there, it's like that message. If this is going to resonate for you, because again, I'm going to put the timer on actually. What time? I'm going to put this on for 50 minutes. If this message is for you, it feels like you could be a bit of, oh God, yes, like where's that card? It's still fitting in with that theme. Well, I don't know where I've put it now, but it's still fitting in of what I've just channeled for the Leo live stream, the fifth house, which remember can make sense to anyone, that like workaholic vibes. But it's just an excuse because you're scared. And that's loads of people. Um right. So oh God. Right. It's so funny when it's so funny because like I'm not subscribed to a lot of things on like this actual channel, but I am like one of them. And it's like every time it's like I've just seen somebody's thumbnail and I'm like, it's like what I've just picked up on, but like it's quite the same vibe. Right, okay, so what do I need to put in here? What's important to I've put the goal thing in. I need to oh fuck's sake, the flash sale thing. All right, I don't need to put them in because I'm not. I'm just doing this and then I'm going. I'll take that out. Right, yeah. So if you missed me saying before, there's a flash sale on that I'll keep on till at least 8 o'clock UK time tomorrow, but I'll probably keep it on till Tuesday. So like a couple of days. But then I'll take it down. So it's got if you click on that link, it's got the £99 sessions and which for an hour. But it's not you've not got access to everything that I do, but I'll be able to help you in that with like, so what when you do the form, right, it says a minimum of 3 things. You can tell me about 3 things if you want, but just take on board I'm only going to be able to help you with like one thing realistically. But it just depends because basically things can all be linked. It's just like basically you can't tell me your whole life story in the even if it was the normal sessions or 222, you can't do that. But we certainly have a good fucking go. And I enjoy that. But that's what I mean. I'm not sitting for people with hours and hours and hours. I'm gonna try as possible to keep it to an hour. And yeah, so just to help you what you're overwhelmed with. So you can use that however you want. You might just be really needing to offload and vent to someone about something in particular, or but yeah, if it's something really heavy as well, that's all right. But just keep in mind that we've only got an hour. But it's you know what I mean. So you could talk for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'll keep an eye on the time, and then for the last 30 minutes, I'll do some type of tailored channeled meditation or it could even be like 30 minutes of mediumship, like what I mean, if that's what it feels like you need. And if that what I mean, if you specifically want it to be that, they'd probably work with that too. But I can't control it. It'll either be your guides or loved ones and spirit. It's usually a combination or powered animals, blah 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 blah. um if you're specifically wanting hypnotherapy, it's not that I can't do it in that session, but email me first because I need to ask you a few questions, like, because you might not be a good fit for it. You know, what I mean, just most people are, but I can do if you're not a good fit for it. Like, I can. Well, all I mean is like, it depends if you're on different types of medication and that. Like, it's no wise, but um, like it won't, it won't work as well. Or but yeah, there's other things I can just relax in other ways. Well, actually, I just chucked that out. That's probably going to be relevant. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. That's actually very like that thumbnail I'm looking at someone else's. So it's like this person wants to talk to you, but they feel like you've lost faith in them. Um, okay, so um, you've so many reasons that it never works out. Find the reasons that it can work. What's something else for this? There's a song on right now called Fool If You Think It's Over. That's fucking nuts. God, I really like that. I might put that in the title. So again, whoever's higher self was saying this, my heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. You're a fool if you think it's over. It wasn't over, still isn't over. The Notebook, Noah. Losing yourself. I feel you feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. But I feel this is about somebody that makes excuses that for all the reasons of why it won't work. And the real reason behind it is that they're afraid that they would get lost in you because they care about you that much. Not being you. You're trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you, be yourself. And that's some guidance coming through about like people will love you a lot more when you just drop the bullshit, as I like to say, but when you drop the mask, when you just be who you really are. There's nothing more beautiful than when somebody is just being in their own vulnerability. You know what I mean? Whether they're happy or sad, in my personal opinion, it's like when someone's just keeping it real, because that is my gift, which a lot of people don't like that as my gift. But like I can see when people are putting up a facade. Um, Fear of cheating, and this is the fears as well. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. So again, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, I'm not homing in on this one. You've both got a fear of that. So whether it's a fear that you're not able to be faithful because you've had some kind of underlying fear, I need to do that before they do it to me, or whether you've got a fear of I have been cheated on, so this person's going to cheat on me too. Why would it be any different? Just I can really help people with that because it's something I'm really interested in. You're afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Take a chance. Again, look, they're just really calling it out. This should resonate with quite a lot of twin flames. Like, it's always abandonment wounds, always abandonment wounds with twin flames. It's like, you know and if you've more than likely had a past life or a few where they have abandoned you, they've ran off with someone else, or they've went to war and they've died, or which is not their fault. And especially because actually, and that's interesting that I just quoted the Notebook with that funny bit, because that remember his best friend actually does die. Like, I always forgot that when I watched it more recently. Like, that is so sad. You know what I mean? Like, his best friend dies when they're at war. You know what I mean? So it's like not only has he lost the love of his life, he also loses his best friend. Oh my god, why is that feeling like that? Could be, although I'm talking about a Notebook, that could actually be specific to some of you. So you've got my love if that is you. Like, it's actually, I'm just, yeah, they're just sort of talking about that. Like, I was going to home in it that there's someone specific in my life, like a family member that happened to, that like they lost their best friend when they were young. And I've always wondered, like, I just always wonder how different that person would be if they had that person with someone else. I was getting make me a bit upset. I'm tapping in, but it's like I always wonder how different that person would have been if that person had been by their side and been alive. That they would have been. I mean, they're an amazing person now, but it's wow, that's really deep. That it's like what I was saying about I think I started saying that I went off talking about something else when I was talking about like I'm a whole different person. If I've got a friend with me on a night out or a party or whatever it is, like it's just that extra security blanket. Do you know what I mean? Like I just feel, yeah, I don't know, I just feel more comfortable. And that's like a lot of people. I mean, that's like a lot of people use drink as that crutch, don't they? But at the same time, once upon a time, I wouldn't have dreamed of walking on the beach alone. I wouldn't want to go to the shops alone. Do you know what I mean? I was like scared of my own fucking shadow. And I know you might find that a bit hard to believe. Whereas, like, look, for like years and years and years now, especially when it was my Dark Night Soul years ago, like I healed myself by walking on the beach every day for hours. And I mean, that's so much so that I love it. Sometimes, actually, like very occasionally, some of my close friends would come with me, which was like a fucking, that was a bit of a miracle to get some of my friends because, like, yeah, weren't wanting to ruin their trainers and stuff. But, like, you know, like that was good to even do that, and I still do that. But as like I said, I've kind of went a wee bit back the other way the last couple of years. Like, I don't like really, yeah, I don't like leaving the house. Do you know what I mean? Um, so so it's kind of like I'm just sort of sharing that for other people that it might but and it's just, so you think about it, if I don't even like leaving the house, I definitely don't want to go. Well, why would you go apart your own? But you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, but it's totally different if it's like if I'm with somebody that I'm comfortable with, and I know that there's other people that like I do like, I like if I'm really in the mood, I like doing stuff like it was like when I was, when it was a sunny day the other week there, and like me and my friend just sort of hung out, and then we were going to drink, and I didn't bother, she did, and it's kind of like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I have to be in the mood, and I'm always really that true to myself that if I'm not, then I don't want to do it. Whereas some people could make that mistake with me, too much work because I'm always on here, but it's like no, like, do you know what I mean? If I Because especially now because I don't go out, like I would put this stuff off to do stuff. Um, that cut at that again, so it's just coming through. But yeah, there's something I'm tapping. I mean, it's not Mediumship Monday, guys, but I'm tapping into something really strongly about if you've got a friend in the spirit world, like they're helping you from the other side. Wait a minute. This will be for a few people. Man Eaters just come on. Daryl All and John Oates. Oates or whatever. Hall and Oates, aren't they? That's the one that's like, you make my dreams come true. But Man Eater, you see, that's picking up on that card that says feed the cheating. Like it's like this feel like this might be like some of the masculines that think that like because they look at you and they're really attracted to you, they think everyone else is that attracted to you. And that like someone's going to take you off them or something before they're even with you. Um but you see that if you're a masculine, that feels like a masculine. If you're a masculine that's feeling that about a feminine, it means that whoever the feminine is must still think that, or more than likely you thought that in the past. Like, um, like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean? Like, I fancy them so much. Everyone else must fancy them that much. Um, like, everybody wants some kind of thing, and it's just like I've said before. It's hard, It's one of these things that, like, that might be the case. I don't know who the fuck you are out there, and I don't know each of your tastes, but let's get practical about it as well. Like, just because you fancy this person, whether you're the man fancy the woman like that, or the woman fancy a man, or the woman fancy the woman, or the man fancy the man, or whatever the fucking these fucking times we live in, like, it doesn't mean that everybody looks at that person the same as you and feels that way. And the most important thing is that when you're in a healthy relationship, which you need to get through the friendship part first, and the dating part, and well, I don't know. Dating's not really a thing in Scotland, is it? Whatever. You need to get past the friendship bit first and develop the, and that's really the point. Is that people have these kind of fears, and that like you run away with it in your mind and you get all anxious about it when actually you really just need to get involved and like build the trust. You know, it is nuts when you think about how people, once you've got to that point, I might add, because it feels like what I'm picking up on here is people that are ready for that, but you're scared because you've been hurt in the past. But it's like when the, like what I've said all along, like when the desire is stronger, when the desire and the fear of losing someone is stronger than the fear of all the other stuff, all it takes is for that to topple the fear that was there before, and that's when someone will do something about it. And that kind of feels like what I'm picking up on. And like I said, if that's comforting to anyone, when I'm speaking to this is just Twinflame specifically, this bit, because some things can fit for other, but like I said all the time, that's why again, I'm seriously considering that, but at this point, I'm going to have about 5 channels, right? It's like, I think I do need to make a brand new channel that hadn't been sitting there for like 5 years for love advice for people that aren't a twin flame. If you want me to do that, you email me and get in touch, or you book a session. Because again, I'm being guided to help people out in the actual world as well. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean, like near me. But yeah, with twin flames specifically, because you mirror each other, it won't be completely like unlinked. It will be linked because anything that I can tap into, and again, I'm just feeling into it, but I'm pretty good at this, guys. And it's not me, it's because God speaks through me. Any fears that I can feel that my own masculine has about me or towards me or anything like that, I can always see where it comes from me now or in the past. Like 100%. But I'll be able to know more when I actually talk to him if he wants to do that. And the song "You Can Do Magic" just came on. America. I don't know what that is, but so you know what I mean. And that's what I'm saying though, is like by the time you come to talk with your twin flame, provided it is your twin flame and you're not wrong about that, you shouldn't be walking on eggshells and really scared like that, you know what I mean? Or you can be if you want, but you'll soon find out that, you know, it was not as bad as what you thought it was going to be. Because you've already went through that bit, you know what I mean? If once you get to that, like you've already went through all of that. And yeah. So I feel this message is coming through from those of you with loved ones in spirit, friends that want to give a message. And if you people could just hold off until tomorrow, it's Mediumship Mondays tomorrow. But like I said, that was actually a family member of mine's best friend that was coming through. So I'll tell them. Peace. Have peace within yourself. Release any worries to the angels. And that's what I was just channeling, wasn't it? It's like, it's time for peace in these connections and this leap. It's time to leap out of the darkness and into the light, filled with positivity. Wait a minute, that's the thumbnail. Leap into peace. I think that'll be in the shot. I'm a fool if I ever think it's over with my twin flame. Yes, exactly. It's never over. It was Nova, still is Nova. Celebrate. It's time to celebrate. You don't need an occasion to celebrate, but I do feel there are going to be things to celebrate with some people that resonate with this. Now, guys, this is a bit risky because the cards are falling over, but it's risky because there's not all good cards in that deck. So let's just see. So, right, this is meant to be past lives. So, that, like I said, that's all, that can be stuff that people have worked through because this is for past lives. What's a guide that might be an energy that might be working with the feminine right now? Yes. See, like this is what works for me, works for a lot of you. The blue beings, light transmission, wounds healed. This keeps coming through because of Chiron. I think I might use that for the thumbnail. Yeah, I think I'm. Oh my god, that is like what I just channeled as well. Wounds healed, important information, charging up. Oh my god, it says. I keep thinking it says clearing up, and I just saw it again. I thought it said clearing up. It actually says charging up. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, there's important information coming. So I don't know what I'm going to use for the thumbnail. But the light beings are helping you, feminine, and the masculine with their feelings. And the Lemurians are helping the masculine. Look, it's the same as the one I just done. Clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. Yeah, the Arcturians, Lemurians, and the light beings in general, Palladians, are really waking a lot of these masculines up, a lot of you up, male or female. You're attracting health, wealth, and happiness, prosperity, vibration, removing obstacles, Ganesh, Lakshmi and Ganesh, abundance and removing obstacles. Because you can clearly see now, Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Wow, that's amazing. Because again, like I said, it's because it's Leo Moon. Leo Moon is about shining. It's about shining your light. And it's time that oh fucking hell, that's sorry. I'm just a bit taken aback. I've just oh my god. Oh my god, I've got chills all over my body. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So the names Paul or Mary might be significant or both, but Mother Mary, miraculous encounter, divine experiences, do not be afraid of being powerful. But I more think the miracle is how people have just spoke through me without me even fucking realising. I did realise about it. It's like I was trying to be fucking subtle, and that's no subtle. Do not be afraid of being powerful. So yeah, that's the miracles, but that's crazy. Basically, there's friends coming through from the spirit world in not a quiet way to say it's time to shine. Speechless. Right, okay, so absolutely speechless. Mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me externally. That's interesting because it was father wounds other week there, and we got the one about the parents. So I think just in general, a lot of the masculines, male or female, you're healing your own inner feminine. But obviously, for some of you, it could specifically be your mum has an influence on your behavior, which, like I've explained before, it doesn't always mean they're like some big bad, mum. It's like it can just be that maybe they're just a bit much, you know what I mean? And it's like, back off, I could do it myself, I can tie my own shoelaces. Do you know what I mean? Clearly not going to be the shoelaces thing. I mean, look, who's judging if it is? But you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying. Some mums are like, have you ever met these people where it's just kind of like they don't see their mum like ever? Like it's like, I don't know. It's and like some people just see their mums all the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of them people that is like, it's most of the time, majority of the time, it's going to have been like not like. Well, sometimes it can be a couple of days. Actually, it depends. Like sometimes I might not have seen my mum for a week, and she does live nearby. But most of the time, you know what I mean. I'm speaking to my mum or seeing my mum, and it's because I like her. She's cool. I love her, so I want to spend a lot of time. She's like my friend. She's like my best pal, and I'm proud of that. But at the same time, it's because my mum doesn't like. My mum's like the total opposite of that kind of. If I don't want her to be involved in something, she won't be. Like, you know what I mean? She would respect my privacy and all that. So, um, yeah. But so just take it however it resonates. You know what I mean? So, because even sometimes when I've said to my mum before as well, like, look, if this all goes tits up, I'm fucking moving away. Do you know? Your mum's like, no, don't do it. My mum would support me with whatever would be best for me. And that's what you need. Even if that would hurt them. But again, I was thinking the other day, I don't think I could be away from my mum for that long. So, um, feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore. It's easier just to stay in silence. But what I'm feeling is it's like it's not now. For whoever's resonating with this. Focused on money, but it was in reverse, and you're mysterious again. Yeah, so your energy's pulling somebody in. I'm ready to leave a situation or a mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. Oh God, I'm leaving. That's like yeah. Oh, look at I just said I'm leaving. Also, look, this might be like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like you're having thoughts about like leaving and or leaving a mindset or literally leaving, and it's like that someone's mirroring you about like leaving whatever they're leave behind you. Lost. I feel lost without you. Again, attention from others. So I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed, and I don't feel whole without it. I feel that would have been a problem in the past, unless it's a problem for you now. And nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you, but I'm missing you. I miss you and I wish things were different. And again, this is what, again, I'll stop with them because they're getting a bit much. But it's kind of like this is the energy of um this is too much overthinking. Like it's hurting. It's actually I'm getting a headache. Do you know what I mean? Like sorry to laugh, but I'm just getting a headache. It's just like that's whoever feels like that. You just need to do something about it. You're never going to get out of that until you do something about it, basically. So right, fearless love, exactly. Right, I'm done. I'm done. I don't think there's much more to be said here. I've already pulled a card that says leap. They always do this in Neo Moon, though. So again, it doesn't mean it's for like now or even soon, but just come back and watch this if you need a bit of a pick me up. This is the moment somebody takes a leap of faith. Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. And look how that just fits with what I said. You're always going to feel that way. Everyone's scared. You've just got to do it, especially if you feel like this. I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. Otherwise, you're going to be one of these people like the dad in Friends with Benefits when he's like, oh shit, what's the name he shouts out again? Is it like Doreen or something? It's no Doreen, is it? It's like, do you know what I mean? But he shouts whatever it is, he's like, something like that. And then the guy's like, who is such and such? And he's like, she was the love of my life. And again, it's awkward because that's clearly not who his granny was. But oh no, that's maybe his dad, it's his mum. And like, but I think she must have been passed or something, and or they're split up or something. But and he's like, yeah, and then I can't remember what else he said, but it's something like, if you've even got a chance at fixing this, go and do it. Like don't like if having this has taught me anything because he's got dementia, it's taught me that time is precious and not to waste a second of it. It's something like I've always loved the speech, but also that must be really specific because I watched Friends of Benefits a few days ago and then I done a live after it, but I didn't talk about it, so they must have wanted me to talk about it now. It's like because again, what's specific as well is like that came out, that came out right when it was either right when I was in that kind of dynamic with him or right before it. I think it was actually right before it got even worse. I think we were still maybe seeing each other then. I can't really remember, but what I do remember is there was lots of different synchronicities, and but it's more just in that. It's like, you know what I mean? Because they just start sleeping with each other and they've got an agreement, and then they obviously start to like each other. And then there's all the confusion in that comes with it because it's like, they're not telling each other. And then there's also, this links into the one I just done. Because then there's also like, remember he said something to his sister and she overhears him while she's hiding where the wee boy's doing the magic trick or something. And then so she runs away, but he only said what he said because like he was I don't know, showing off a little, but basically he wasn't telling the truth. It's like that film I watched the other day where it was like the girl overhears the guy saying, oh, that was nothing, you know what I mean? Like, and she's like was just about to walk in and be like, oh, I'm sorry I ran away, like, I was scared, and she comes back and she hears him. So it's like, you know what I mean, people do talk absolute shite when they're scared. Do you know what I mean? So whether it's you or your person, and you can talk shite to each other. Senses working overtime just came on again. Overthinking, and you can definitely speak shite to other people, either because you don't trust them and you want to put them off the scent, or because you're still in denial. There's loads of different reasons. So that's why if you've actually come out of that, it's like I said, I'm just going to refer back to the scene in that film, Or now it's like in Silver Linings Playbook when you're seeing all the signs, because that's what I just put in the title of the other one. That card might come out. It's a crime if you don't reach out and do something about it. They're pulling me at the word friend again. Oh. Yeah, look, I'm overcoming childhood trauma. It's to do with that. Again, it's to do with Chiron. All the thing about, look, the wounds cards come out with that other deck, inner child wound. Collectively, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, this is down to things like that. Now, whether that seems too strong to call it childhood trauma, but I know it is for, again, this is the thing is, we've all got trauma. Have you seen that advert of Better Help, right? It's like a counselling thing. But again, I'm honestly, I'm about this close to buying premium because these adverts are driving me nuts. It's either the flipping houses fucking advert that gets on my tits. It's whatever flipping houses, flipping houses. I'm like, fuck, why am I being shown that? But it's like, yeah, there's just when I'm half in and out of sleep and these adverts keep coming on, it's doing my nothing. But there's one about the counselling thing, and the girl's like said something similar to what I just said there, and I forgot because I went into that rant. I've actually forgot it's gone. That's a sign I need to get off of here. But you know what I mean? It's we've all got, oh no, that's it. That's example. She's like, before you know it, you're talking about how your abandonment wounds come from when your mum left you in the aisle in the supermarket when she went to get the milk. Like obviously for a lot of you, it's going to be stronger than that. But think wounds can be created from things like that, from things that are quite small. Like I've given an example for 10 years now of until I worked that out when I was doing work. With actually, it was in a group sort of setting, like with what I help people with, coaching, and it was about because I worked out either it was I can't remember if the person was actually doing that with me directly as an example, or if I just worked it out from what they were doing, but it was something like that, and it was what I got to the bottom of the limiting belief was, it was because the teacher had like gave me a row for talking, and I was only like 4 or 5 in P1, and so I developed this feeling that I shouldn't talk, because I'm going to get in trouble. And do you see how important that is for the work that I do? I fucking do all my work through my voice. So, and again, I don't blame the teacher. She'll be long gone because she was old when she was my teacher. But although it might not make logical sense, it makes perfect sense to your little inner child. So that's why you have to talk. And like I said, that's what I do. More recently, there's a session that I'm doing. Like I'm going to think I'm just going to call it like inner child negotiation. So it is. I don't really need to because it isn't soul retrieval, but it's slightly different what I've been doing with it. My last client I was working with, it is slightly different the way I've been doing it, and it's because it can take a while, and it's like it just sort of is stressed like how long it can take for certain, but like even just there actually, I need to eat like that client because we've done those 3 sessions. Like she was one of the ones that gave me the great review. I'll put it in at the end. I'll put it in the comments. Like she was looking over something that we've done years ago, and she was just sort of thanking me for the work that we've done, that's got her to where she is now because she's in a different place in her life, like doing something completely different. Well, still doing the same, but she moved. She basically didn't stay stuck, and she's doing more sort of fun things in addition to what she's already good at in her everyday job. So do you know what I mean? It's but that can be like some of you, like maybe you're staying like unfulfilled in a job that when you're ready to move on to the next part of your life, that might be something different. Again, it's like I've been helping my mum with that because my mum just retired, and I've just helping her with loads of different ideas of different things she could do, like whether it's volunteering or. But it was actually things that I'm like, Mum, you could be making more money than what you were doing in the job you're in. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's loads of things. So don't think it's over. So yeah, it came out again though. I'm overcoming childhood trauma. I'm so grateful for you. Well, that's quite beautiful to come out together. I've never felt a love like this before. So now is not the right time. So now might not be the right time. Or some people are trying to put you off the scent. I'm so grateful for you. We don't know though. You're still confused, aren't you? Because I am. I pretend I don't care because I care too much. I've had very vivid dreams of you. Right. I don't know how much more we need to think we're done here, guys. So if this spoke to you, it spoke to you. In fact, let's use these. What is happening next for people that this spoke to? I'm not available. See what I mean? I really don't know. I don't know whether that's... Look, it could be because I've just looked. Look at that combo. I'm not available, leaving, and change. So this is how quickly this could change. Somebody might not be available right now, and then they could be like leaving in the blink of an eye, and there's a lot of change going on. And when they can, they'll be in touch. Or people could be away from people a long time ago. We just don't know. It's whoever this. Especially because there's a guy at the window. I mean, that card's a bit creepy. There is a man in the shadows looking through the window. And it's now, because it's Gemini on the card, the Gemini symbol. Look. It's giving the milk tray man, or the Richard Gere moment, climbing up the drain pipe. It's got choice on it as well. So again, I think that's some people that are making a choice for their own happiness, which involves change. Regret. My intentions was not to hurt you. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. Oh, that's like that thumbnail that I can see right now of someone else's. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. So again, yeah, I feel whoever this is going to be for, it's like, look, this person's ascending. There's things we need to talk to you about that it's going to be upsetting, but I feel like there's a mixture of like happiness here too. But again, it's kind of like, look, right, if it's any of the drama that I channeled with the video I done before this, I really don't know what would. That's the thing that I find funny about this, right? You've got to laugh at some things. The things that some people think would be people's worst nightmare are, and some things that people think would be the worst thing, it's like, oh God, is that it? I thought it was something much worse. Do you know what I mean? So, and other things people have prepared themselves for. So you probably, you know what I mean? Who knows? But you've got to just bite the bullet anyway if you want the person, haven't you? I know we'll be together again. I hope we can put the past and the bad times behind us and start again. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I hope you can forgive me for the error in my ways. I acted so immaturely. I think that card actually nails it. But it's just obviously with some of the more serious things that can happen, and if it involves other people, and yeah, you know what I mean? Step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. Yeah, it's different for different people. Use your fucking common sense, as I used to always say more often. Save Your Love is on right now. Renee and Renato. No idea what that is, but Save Your Love is the message. It's kind of like, yeah, it's better to find out rather than to always wonder, which is definitely why they gave me the example of the scene in Friends with Benefits. I might even post that in the community tab if you've not seen it, because it is inspiring. It's cheesy as fuck. Because I just watched it. It's cheesy, but it's cute as well. It is. But it's like it's that. I mean, it's old too. That film. Do you know what I mean? But it was good. It was a good film at the time. Right. I'm going now, so I will see you tomorrow. I don't know because of the timings. I'll just see how I'm feeling. Feels how it depends how tired I am tomorrow. So I'll be on any time between 6 and 9. Yes, I think that is what I'll do, because if I'm doing mediumship Monday too, I might start at the same time again. I might start like 7. And then yeah, that's what I'll do. It'll just be like tonight. I'll start at 7 and then I'll just do mediumship Monday right after. Okay. Good night. See you later. I'm done. I'm going to eat my tea at 11:05 at night. I am. I prepared it earlier. So see you later. See you tomorrow. Book a session, book the flash sale because they'll go away. Don't regret.